So I wanted to bring this up, not as like a diss, but just as more of a tip for when you're trying to get a reader very engaged to like your main character's goals, right? It's very good to have the end goal be very concrete and clear, but of course, it got to be powerful. But make it clear and concrete so we know exactly what we have to do to accomplish said goal, right? Because, like, if we had to use like Naruto and One Piece, right? Uh, Hokage was a goal that Naruto wanted to become, but becoming Hokage was we. It was hard to tell exactly how you became Hokage, right? Was it like, or at least while you're reading, because you know that at the end of the day, that's Naruto's end goal. But you're just like, okay, is it just being the strongest ninja in the village? Because it kind of didn't really work like that from what we've seen. But it seemed to be a correlation with the strongest nigga also being Kage. And on top of that, we didn't exactly know like the rules and the steps of becoming it. And also, we also got like a more of a power ceiling very early with like because there'll be some characters that pop up later that'll be stronger than some Kages, and it's like, wait, so it's Okage, so how strong you gotta be? It got a bit like I won't say there was an issue or problem with the goal itself, but it's more like when the steps are laid out clear, like okay, to reach this goal, you have to achieve these steps, and then like and the steps don't gotta be explained early. You know, like maybe we only got like the first step, and then we work our way. A few arcs later, boom, we got the first step. Then all right, what next? And then it just kind of goes down that road. So we have like a clear view of like what it is. So I would say Hokage kind of did it like halfway, and then something like One Piece where they did like with Pirate King. Um, again, like what I was just explaining, they did by step. We're like, okay, so we know Pirate King is most likely correlated to being like the strongest pirate, but and then as we learn more about it, we're like, okay, so there's this poneglyph thing that we gotta start finding. Okay, we gotta, uh, and then there's and there also weren't any current like pirate kings. You know, there were current Kages and not current pirate kings. So it was there was a veil of mystery behind what it was, and then yeah, and then so now we know exactly that we gotta find the four poneglyphs, and then most likely yeah, and then connect them together, find laugh tales, stuff like that. But then you have series where it's like with Kingdom, where I think she wants to be uh the a great general under the heavens, right? But a lot of people don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you could be a general, and then you can get good enough to be like a great general, right? Because it's like, how do you become like a great general? Is it just like once you reach a certain reputation, great general, then when you level up from that to be great general under the heavens, it's kind of okay. Like, is this like a achievement you get after you reach a certain kill streak? It's like, all right, you won this many wars, so now you get this title. You know what I'm saying? Because a general, of course, is an actual title you can get promoted to, like within the army. So like that makes sense. But okay, first we have to become a general. But then when it's like great general, I mean, I haven't read Kingdom in a long time, but great general, I'm pretty sure that's not like a real title. That's just like generals that I guess just had that kind of motion were called great generals, and then now that step further, great general under the heavens. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when the goal isn't too clear or concrete, it leaves them kind of wondering. Like, it's hard to tell when you made that achievement. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, so how many things we have to do to? Yeah, exactly. Like, so can you be a great general under the heavens without your emperor leader dominating the world or the whole nation, or do they have to dominate first before you become a great general under the heavens, or do you want to become? Yeah, exactly. Because I know great general. Yeah, Great General, I'm pretty sure they did talk about it a little bit, but when he added the under the heavens, because like it wasn't just great. He didn't say my goal is to be Great General. Great General under the heavens. Of course, he added more of a. I know it's more of a metaphor, but again, is it like after Kin is taken over and then he's like a major factor? Is that when he kind of gets that get that achievement? You know what I'm saying? So it's like when people start having these questions, especially about the main character's goal, because that the goal is like everything. You know, it's like this is like that like this is what we're aiming for. This is like what we're trying to achieve. And when you have to kind of guess what like the landmarks, you know, or you're like, okay, where's the the landmarks of when you actually is it landmarks hallmarks? Anyway, the steps along the way to achieving a goal. When do you know when you establish those steps? All right. So yeah, so series where the goal is very clear and concrete. Of course, it don't gotta be easy. It just you just gotta understand it. You're like, okay, I want to be this title, or I want to be, you know, a lot of people want to be top one, right? Like best fighter, best doctor. I want to cure everything. I want to, you know, stuff like that. We're like, okay. So once you start curing hella shit, we know we're making progress. But some goals be like, I want to, whether it's not really achieve peace, but, you know, I want to, you know, it'll be like a very like vague goal. And it's like nothing wrong with vague goals. Yeah, yeah, because yeah, I know the great generals were able to just go out on their own. Like they had the power to not really listen to like Sei's commands, and they can just like, they have the power to just go out on their own and just do their own thing. So yeah, I know it does break it down, but yeah, of the heavens, yeah, I'm guessing, yeah, like you said, it's probably yeah, because the thing is, the mark Oki left in history is far like won't Shin leave like leagues and leagues beyond what Oki left? Because like if Oki's feet, like if the goal is to get Oki's feet, right? Like the level, like if you have to like rate Oki's feet, like on like a bar, if reaching Oki's feet is becoming a great general of the heavens, then like that's way easier than like having to conquer all of China. Because of course Oki did not do that. He could not have conquered all of China. So it's like what Shin is actually gonna accomplish at the end is far beyond what Oki has ever done. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, but the great general under the heavens will probably be when he does that. Versus like if he reaches the level of Oki, because he's gonna reach that level of Oki before they conquer China easily. So like when he reaches that level of Oki, is that when he becomes the great general of the heavens? Shin would by then, but now that's connected to United China will make him okay. The great okay. So he wants to be okay. So the most well known general. See that makes a bit more sense. But if if it was spun in a way where he wants to be like the guy, like the general that made everything happen. I want to be that top one, you know, that kind of thing. Where again, readers don't have to kind of like guess or like think for you. To be like, okay, what exactly does this mean? Is it this tied to and also did he didn't he say he wanted to be the great general of the heavens before Sei said he wanted to unite China? Like I'm pretty sure Shin said it first. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, my thing is that again, and it's not really too bad because good series, you know what the main character wants to do. Like that's the thing. I'm just saying that it's good if it's a bit more clear in certain cases what the end goal would be. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like, and also the end goal, it's good to make the end goal very, like, don't make it cap too early. Because I feel like the only thing about with, like, you know, when I brought up Naruto with, like, Hokage, it's like, I feel like the title of Hokage is not as spicy as it could have been, right? Because I feel like there are other titles in this series that felt more powerful to have than Hokage. You know what I'm saying? Because there were already stronger people than a lot of Hokage, and then on top of that, we saw how people that were Hokages kind of acted, or like how they were dealt with, and then they kind of got handled. And then yeah, so it was like it kind of made being Hokage less cool in a way, because even before, not to I'm glad I'm here. I know you don't fuck with this series, bro. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, but like with like Pirate King, the only Pirate King ever was Roger, and they always make Roger the coolest nigga ever. And then even then, Roger still didn't fulfill that last piece, so they still left room for Luffy to go crazy. And then Luffy's also with like the Joy Boy stuff and yada yada yada. So they're still making Pirate King, like no matter how strong Yonkos are, these animals, whatever. There's still this feeling that being a Pirate King is even better. It's like, yeah, exactly. See, yeah. So, Pirate King still felt very, it felt very, like distant. Like no matter how deep you got, you're still like, dang, like we meeting all these cool and strong niggas, but Pirate King is still better. We're not bringing that up. That don't even make sense. That literally do not make sense. They will bring up like one guy to call him a fraud. Like, it's even a fraud if they say, oh, he's not top one, he's top two. He's not top two, he's top three. Dang, like, of all time, you can only name one nigga better than him out of every pirate in the series? Like, even at the worst of the agenda, it's still gassing this guy up. Yeah, like, say, don't even entertain that, bro. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, so, again, I feel like goals just gotta be more complete, more concrete, like and because when people know where to aim, where they're like, okay, my goal is to get this or to become this, you have to explain how to get it and how to become it. And then it don't gotta be easy, it do not gotta be easy, people just gotta know. They're like, okay, so to become this thing we gotta achieve these stuff. And then and then the story is about trying to achieve these things. Of course, you can go on detours and shit, but um, yeah. So series just gotta be a bit more concrete with the goals. Don't keep it vague. Don't keep the readers guessing what the main character wants to do. You know what I'm saying? And of course, there's some series that one like the whole point is for the MC to explore. You know, be um. Not see, because with each you can see, because like the thing is, Bleach is a different kind of story. You know what I'm saying? Because the premise of Naruto is to become Hokage. The premise of One Piece is to get the One Piece and to become Pirate King. The premise of Bleach isn't really like a title or whatever. He wants to protect his friends. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the main reason why he works hard. Wants to protect his friends, his loved ones, yada yada yada. So I get why people could look at that story and be like, okay, I'm not trying to just watch a nigga protect his friend. I want to watch a nigga do some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I kind of get it, but I won't attack Bleach's goal because I know what Ichigo wants. You know, I know what Ichigo wants. It's just that in order to protect these motherfuckers, it's hard as hell. Yeah, it's like you don't, because I know what he wants. It's just like it's just you knowing. You don't have to have like your goal don't have to be a specific thing. I just gotta know what you want and how you gonna get it. Of course, to protect his loved one, Ichigo gotta kill all these niggas. So he's training to kill all these niggas, and we good. It's what it is. And some people think you always gotta have some, you know, I want world peace. But like again, even with world peace, how you gonna achieve world peace? You know, is it you want to start from your city? You want to solve the war between, like, you can't just be like, I want world peace, and then like we don't really understand how that's gonna happen. Even in the end, the world ends up peaceful. It's kind of like there was no real concrete steps of like where to aim. So while the story is going on, I'm getting kind of confused. Okay, so is this for world peace? Are we on a detour? Like I don't really like being in that kind of scenario. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just think some series again. This was not trying to. Yeah, exactly. Like Gon goes to find Jane, but we don't know how to find that nigga. So we just out here all on the boat. Yeah, exactly. It depends on the series, exactly. It's just that my thing is that whatever the goal is, just don't make me guess what the main character wants to do. I know exactly what Gon wanted to do. I know exactly what Naruto wanted to do. I know exactly what Luffy wanted to do. Of course, I did talk a bit about certain things I thought could be a bit better or worse, but I wasn't trying to attack any of the series I named. You know what I'm saying? I was just using them as examples to be like, okay, like this is kind of how I was thinking about them. But yeah, so yeah, I'll read some series where the goal is just very vague. I don't really, and again, there's nothing too wrong about it, but it really makes me it doesn't what was I gonna say? It makes it a little hard to follow in terms of like what the main character wants to achieve. You know, so yeah, so it's always good to have concrete, even if the like because people don't understand that even if your goal is concrete and clear, it could be very hard to achieve. Like look at Freering, their goal is to fuck out, is to go to that like I forgot what like that castle in the north or whatever. Like, I forgot exactly where they're trying to go. Do you know how many detours the motherfuckers gotta take? Like I know exactly where they want to go, but the detours they gotta take to that place, god damn. So like that's what I mean. That like just because your goal is one thing, don't mean that you can't do other shit. As long as I know what you want to do, what you want to achieve, we're good. But yeah, so some of these series, the goal is so vague that I have to guess what they want to do, and it's not like it's a hard guess. Like they will give you enough clues that you kind of know, but it's better when you just it's concrete. You know, like yes, this is the goal, and of course, if there's series that can make the goal very like the goal seems very like special. Like you know whether if it's a title, make it as special as possible. You know that kind of thing. Where like once you achieve it, you just feel good. You're like yeah, you know. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. You know that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Again, as long as the goals are concrete, clear, I don't gotta guess. We're good to go. But yeah, that's about it. If you like the video, if you like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe to support the channel. To check out the Patreon, two links in the description down below for early access to more bits like this one. You can also get access to my Twitch bots as well. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.